this thing we do, this yearly race. 50 years ago, a seed was planted. Every footstep, every ascent, every mile since, it has blossomed to a passage. A signal of springtime in Spokane. An awakening to rid ourselves of the wintry rust that remains. When the dormant masses meet, rain, snow, sunshine, or sleet. The seed, this transformative tradition, grows, flourishes, each year turns to bloom. The sower of said seed?
Comfy?
Yeah.
A Mr. Don Kardong.
You ever get tired of telling the story?
Oh, no. We had no idea, how many people would show up.
It was an idea that came after a visit to Atlanta for the Peachtree Run.
They had all the elements of, what Bloomsday would become.
The challenge.
Fresh off of Expo 74 with a renovated downtown, the sport of running really beginning to take off in popularity.
It just seemed like it would make perfect sense.
Olympic marathoner Don Kardong.
I had some notoriety, especially locally here. That became part of the pitch that first year.
Just happened to mention the idea of a race in Spokane to a reporter at the Spokesman Review.
Once that idea got out there, then people came to me and said, well, we could help.
An accidental rubbing of elbows with the mayor at the time, David Rogers,
I got on the elevator, and so did the mayor.
served as the spark to ignite the race. Though growing up in Boston, Rogers automatically had a certain distance in mind.
I think he was thinking more of a marathon.
Don wanted something that was more attainable.
I was looking for something that was between, 6 and 9 miles, challenging enough that people would not take it lightly, but it's not so far that they'd be discouraged and say, well, I can't run that for a walk or run that far.
After some scouting,
The one we came up with is not the one we do now, but it was fairly close.
a little doodling,
Around and down was now Doomsday Hill, and then up Pettit.
course was set. The name, on the other hand,
The working title had been Nat and Back.
but taking inspiration from James Joyce's Ulysses, which takes place in Dublin,
The main character in that is Leopold Bloom. Leopold Bloom was on a journey when you're running or walking 7.5 miles, you face a lot of obstacles, challenges, monsters, and that is Bloomsday.
makes perfect sense.
That seemed to be an apt name for the event.
But when Kardong announced the race's tribute to Joyce as the title, well,
There was dead silence. It's like, what the heck is that?
thankfully,
I tried to explain it then, but
Bloomsday won out. And the race, as green as everyone involved was,
none of the organizers had ever organized a running event before.
good,
On the entry form, it said limited to the first 500.
bad,
When we passed 500 entries, we said, what are we going to do? Send the checks back?
or otherwise,
We had no idea, really, that it would get that big.
was on.
It's hard to beat that first year,
And a tradition
creating something that had never been there before.
was born.
The bigger issue is how do we manage this? We couldn't go to another event and learn anything about how they had done it.
As the popularity of Bloomsday grew into the 1980s, Don and others at the helm of the ship
Not trying to make it bigger because it was getting bigger on its own.
had some uncharted waters to navigate,
Trying to figure out how do we keep track of all these people.
like how to time all those people.
We don't know when anybody is starting. We just know when they cross the finish line.
A solution that came from a board member and some volunteers, an accomplishment no one had figured out yet, and one Don was proud to boast about. Bigger races like the New York City Marathon.
I took some pride that our volunteers had done something that New York hadn't done.
But even with timing figured out, Don and his Bloomsday crew knew they couldn't end each year and get complacent for the next.
Every year it was like, what can we do different next year, special? How do we keep people coming back?
It's a working formula that Don says
I think we figured it out pretty well.
creates a community.
The community aspect of it is huge, and most people will tell you that's what they enjoy about it.
Creates suspense in
This is it, the symbol of achievement.
shirts.
We weren't going to show the finisher t-shirt until people got to the finish line.
Throw in some stunning scenery along a challenging course.
When you're around 4.5 miles and you come down the hill as you head to the bridge, and you can look up and see all the people heading up Doomsday Hill, that's a really cool sight.
And well, people will keep coming back.
Even though at the same time I'm worried about how am I going to get to the top of that sucker.
And while tens of thousands of people return year after year, there are a couple dozen special runners,
We have a little bit of a get-together every year.
including Don.
First Sunday in May is on all of their, tip of their tongues or whatever.
Who have returned every year. Perennials. Though Don admits these days,
Every year there are a couple that don't return.
their numbers
It gets hard to continue.
are dwindling.
I suspect there are more people, more of the perennials this year, who are kind of thinking, that's going to be my last one. It probably won't be there for 51.
But the overall passion and spirit for Bloomsday still runs strong.
I didn't spend a lot of time just thinking about how long this would go on for. Now I kind of do. Now I kind of wonder, is this going to be going on 100 years from now?
In high school, Don Kardong's basketball coach suggested maybe he should try out for cross country.
I think he was indifferent about my basketball future, but
Lucky for us,
it worked out really well.
yeah, his life dedicated to the sport he loves has given us this, Bloomsday. These days,
Over time, I start to slip back.
you'll find Don near the back of the starting line.
I'm mostly just concerned, am I going to be in good enough shape to do this?
Talking with runners and walkers and stroller pushers, still in awe, 50 years going, that they're still running with the star.
More people than ever, I think, are kind of saying hello to me.
But from the back of the pack, he's able to look at what he's created.
It does feel good.
The legacy,
I don't know what I think about that.
you could call it that. Don won't, but you could.
I don't see it as, look what I did. Look at what everybody did. Look at what the community pulled together here. And isn't that totally, totally cool?
It truly is. While he won't take all of the credit,
Sometimes people, without explaining it, just sort of say, thank you, Don, for Bloomsday.
on behalf of Spokane, thank you, Don. Thank you for this little seed you planted 50 years ago.
I accept that thanks on behalf of 5,000 volunteers.
We'll keep it going. In Spokane,
Are you tired of telling me that?
No.
No.
Cory Howard,
You probably want your mic back, don't you?
Nonstop Local, KHQ.